Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another blind tasting with me, Peter D. Master of Hops, today joined by...
Just Michael.
Yes, and I'm challenging Michael. So I know the beers,
I
you
don't.
And yeah, you can just go ahead and drink them. I'd like for you to get style, maybe me, maybe even the beer.
All right. Should I start with the one in
You
particular?
decide.
I choose from the left. I'm guessing Pils. It smells, I'm quite sure it's a Pilsner. Or a Indian Pale Lager or something. It smells like some form of lager. Yeah. And it smells fresh. Otherwise, I don't think lagers smell that much.
Yeah, I think it depends on what it is as well.
Yeah, but this has it smells really good. Today's the first day here in Denmark. It's been over 15 degrees, or day number 2, so it's almost summerish. But yeah, this clear, golden, yellow, yeah, white head. I want to taste this. Cheers.
Cheers. We're going to drink that really fast.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to drink it really, really fast.
Yeah,
I want to chug it.
yeah, me too. This is dry. It's a really well done Pils. I'm quite sure this is a Pilsner, and I'm quite sure it's not a macro.
What are you picking up in terms of flavors?
Yeah, it's quite hoppy, but balanced hoppy.
Mm-hmm.
Some peppery notes. Bready on the aftertaste. A little bready, but not sweet.
No. Quite peppery, quite fresh. It's
Yeah.
got...
It's crispy. It's everything
It's
you
really
want in a
crispy.
Pilsner. Yeah. I mean,
slightly ricey or something like that.
yeah, perhaps.
But like really light malt flavors.
Yeah, really like more flavors, and I really like that in a Pils. I think this is a Pilsner.
Really
To say, I'm not that good if it's a Keller beer or if it's a Helles or it's a, yeah, it's in that neighborhood. I would say Pilsner because I think the other ones are not this heavy. But yeah, I'm not the strongest in that. But I'm guessing some sort of quite fresh Pils that's not a macro and that has everything I want. It's dry, it's crispy, it's snappy. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, really good. Let's check out the other one.
Check out the other one.
It looks almost the same. Almost same color.
It's milder.
It's
Much milder.
much milder in the... A bit sweeter too.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of...
I'm not going to talk too much.
No. I'm trying to do the work. It has not the same... This smells much better. But... I mean, it can... Yeah. Let's taste this.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. Well, I think it's the same.
Yeah, that's quite meh.
Yeah, it is
Very
meh compared to the other one. It has that. This could be some sort of macro. It has that. I don't know. It lacks a little bit carbonation for my taste. It has this sweet bready thing going on. A little more.
It's also
malty.
watery, I think, somewhat.
It has less of everything, and that. This is what I think make everything else seems quite interesting when I went into craft beer instead of Pilsner. This is what brings me back to Pilsners because it can be fantastic. This is just boring as fuck. I think this is watery. It's too sweet. It's not dry enough, and it has that. I don't know what it is. It just tastes like macro. And this could be anything from a Tuborg, Carlsberg, cheap Dutch Pilsner, something macro, definitely. This, on the other hand,
wrong throat.
It's around 30% alcohol, I think. No, I think they're around 4.65-ish. Yeah, 4.5, 4.6 as a regular pills.
Mm-hmm.
This is macro, this is micro.
What are grades?
Craft beer. This one, as a regular, I always, when I started doing stuff on Untapped, I say 2.5 is a regular tubo for me, and that's what I rate from. And this would get the same grade. I don't know what it is in your scale, but
that's like around 50. That's like a pass. Then it's just passed.
It's just okay. Nothing
60.
else. Yeah, 55, 60. This is just okay. I've tasted bad, worse, but this. I had the ham pills the other night from Lidl, and everything compared to that.
Yeah.
I would say this around there. I think it's pretty good. Around a 90. I really like this. It's snappy. It's chuggable. It makes me want to drink more, as you can see. And I think I give it around a 90, 91 or something. Yeah, I think so.
Sweet.
That's the closest I can get.
Yeah. Close your eyes, and I'm gonna reveal it.
I already closed my eyes.
But do you have a guess for a beer? No, you said you couldn't. But
yeah,
craft and supermarket.
Yeah,
or macro.
It took you like half an hour to get it.
Yeah, sorry. So these are the bottles, guys, and there's something that I'm gonna do before you can open your eyes, because I couldn't really do this because otherwise I would reveal what it was. But there we go. I did not expect this. I was laughing my ass off. Okay, have you opened your eyes?
No.
Okay, check out what it is.
I'm guessing that I was totally off.
No, check out what it is.
Wow. Wow.
It's the best wine tasting we've done.
Well.
But you know what? I will agree. I've always shat on Corona. That's not a bad bottle of Corona. And
I haven't had these Mexican beers for a long, long time, and not without the lemon.
Oh, that was
lime.
The reason why once in a while I coughed and whatnot is because I knew this was Corona and you were just loving it.
It was quite. I actually think it was quite good.
Yeah.
I don't know how fresh it is, but. Yeah, I have to be honest.
So this is called Camaro.
But craft, I was, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what gave it away for me was when I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to ruin it for you. But when I opened it, I could smell a little bit of skunkiness, light struck hops, but it was super light, like just the light. But it's also a fairly fresh bottle.
It's from October last year.
Yeah, okay, so it's not that fresh. But they do all kinds of stuff to these. There's ascorbic acid, and it's pasteurized now, so it'll last better on the shelf. But this was a battle of Corona, the real deal, versus Lidl's imitation of Corona called Camaro. Lidl has started to do a lot of imitations of household brands.
I'm so ashamed right now. I'm not even listening. This is... I'm so... Yeah, I couldn't even taste that. That's just... I actually thought it was quite good.
It's not half bad. It's definitely not.
No, but I give it a 91. I mean, yeah. I actually think this was quite good. Yeah. You can be fooled. I know I'm not the first one and I'm not the last one.
But that goes to show that Corona maybe isn't a bad beer if you like Pilsner.
It actually has some kind of bitterness and
there
it actually has some snappiness. Yeah. I don't think it's half bad. And maybe it's because every time I get a Corona, I get it with the lime.
It's worse with the lime.
Yeah, definitely. And I actually don't think I've ever tasted it without. So Yeah, I'm gonna get a case of these.
Yeah, it's gonna be cheaper.
Yeah, my go-to craft Pilsner.
Corona Extra.
Yeah.
The thing is with this though, as I said, Lidl is starting to do this, so they have loads of other beers.
I shouldn't have brushed my teeth right before I went in for this review. Well,
just so Lidl. This is not the only one, Camaro. They also have an imitation of Stella Artois, all beer, actually all kinds of beers. But this is the only one that's been available in Denmark.
Oh.
They have, and I think Andy as well. A lot of these, both Lidl and Andy have imitations of well-known brands that look a lot like the real brand, but it's much cheaper. And I've seen Simon from Real Craft Beer do a lot of videos where he's been battling these two, and I thought like we have our beers like this from Lidl or versus the real deal. And I thought, like, we have to do a blind tasting on some of this. Because I went to Lidl today just to pick up some stuff for dinner. And I was like, okay, let's try this. This one was brewed. I think, it's brewed. Oh, no. This is actually a Mexican brewed version of Corona.
Yeah, that's why. Because it's the OG.
And this is brewed in Germany and France. No? In France, this is brewed.
Yeah, this is actually brewed in Mexico. Right?
And it's brewed. This is brewed with water, barley malt, corn flakes, hop extract, and a coloring agent, caramel coloring agent. What about this? Does it say? Water, barley malt, corn, rice, hops, and then ascorbic acid, which is just for it not to oxidize. That's why I put it in. And I don't think this has ascorbic acid because I think this tastes lightly papery.
This isn't a good beer.
No, and then some kind of stabilizer to make it shelf stable.
It was actually quite.
But you love Corona.
Yeah, I actually like Corona, and next time I'll definitely get it without the lime because this was quite good actually.
We had burritos yesterday. This would have been a great pairing.
Yeah.
Actually,
it would.
It's not the worst macro beer.
No, definitely not.
I can't believe how shitty it is now with the lime in it. Like, it tasted much better without it.
Yeah. Well,
I've really trashed this beer in the past. I would actually drink one without lime. And I've started to appreciate some macro lagers. It's not like I'm going to rave about them, but some of them have their place and all right. I can drink a PBR. For example, I think that's decent. I
thought that was awful.
PBR?
Yeah.
I kind of like that one. Yeah. I mean, we all have guilty pleasures, and it's just beer. It's okay to,
This
but
is not guilty pleasures.
But it's gonna be now.
No,
because you gave it a 91. Then.
Yeah, but now I know it. Now it tastes shitty.
Instead of buying a case of Herrenpils from Liga, you can buy a case of Corona, Michael.
But the other ones are actually cheaper, though.
No.
Yeah, 25 krona. What does a Corona cost?
16, I think.
Okay.
15. But you can get them cheaper now in 6 packs too. And I think they also started.
See you later.
You should be the major macro now. That was fun. I had
you think so? I thought it was awful. I'm so ashamed. But I mean, my taste buds.
You shouldn't be ashamed.
You got me fooled.
I'm actually gonna finish this. I would rather drink this than like the fucking.
Why would you put this shit in now?
It was just for fun, because if you couldn't guess it, it's like, now maybe you can.
This is definitely not good. Mm-hmm. We can agree on that.
Yeah,
but I didn't hear you complain when I said 91, so I guess you agree with the 91 on this one.
I don't agree, I just didn't want to rate it. I would, if I rated it, I think I would spoil it for you.
Yeah.
But I would rather drink this than the Mortala stout we had the other day.
Yeah.
Corona.
I would also rather drink this than a fresh Tuborg Carlsberg. Actually, I think this tastes quite good. And
maybe we should do a blind tasting between those. I don't know. We should do more macro versus macro because it's actually quite fun. Because we already did Tuborg versus Carlsberg. We're 2-1. But in terms of the grade for me, you challenged Britain.
Yeah, I think so.
But I think I would probably give this like a 3.5. On Untapped.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as terrible. At least this bottle, and maybe I'll have a bottle down the line that's much worse. I don't know.
Do they produce these in Europe too?
I don't know.
But because this one is imported to Belgium from ABVs.
Yeah.
As far as
so it says it's produced in Mexico.
Yeah.
But yeah, so maybe 78, 80 or something like that. I don't think it's but maybe it's also because I know. Maybe if I didn't know, I would probably, because I've had such a renaissance with pilsners. Maybe I would also be like, fuck yeah, big blind.
Yeah, but you know,
this it's oxidized.
Your mind is just your mind is
around
just
50,
full.
60. Yeah,
it is full. I mean, we fooled you too sometimes
with
something where you guess totally off.
But this really tastes like.
And this is the first beer we had, and I said to you before we started, I'm just
so
really thirsty. And it's the first stomach day, and I thought everything counts. If we had 5 beer before this,
it'd be a bit more boring. But that's also why I wanted to do the blind tasting thing.
It's so good.
But if you guys had either Corona Extra or Camaro Extra, Cerveza Extra from Lidl, let us know what you thought of them. As always, leave a comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, Twitter, and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up, enjoy it, ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And we're going to say cheers. See you guys in another blind tasting.